Welcome to the Breakdown. I'm your host, Diane Rembert, avid reader, award-winning literary blogger, and the founder of Diamond's Literary World, which is my footprint in the literary industry. Today I want to talk to you about Prison Snatch by Cairo. It is a Straber Books, Zane Presents. Uh, if you know anything about Cairo, this book falls right in line. Let me just begin by saying Heaven Lewis was sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting her boyfriend, who she found in their bed, with another woman. Heaven goes to prison, and let me just tell you, she is very voluptuous. She's very beautiful. And so she catches the eye of the warden, the female warden, many of the correction officers, as well as inmates. Now, Heaven, in the beginning, finds herself going back and forth to lockup because, she's constantly fighting inmates and things like that. But while she's in lockup, she learns that you can use your body to get what you want. And it started with correction officers. So she's basically renting her body out for money. Things that are not exactly accessible in prison. This girl is wearing Victoria's Secret underwear. She has a cell phone, books, she's comfortable, very comfortable. And then she begins to engage other correction officers. And then, once she is comfortable with that, now she's teaching other inmates that they can do the same thing. Now, let me just say, crazy sex. Correction officers sneaking in things for inmates, which we kind of knew about. Catching feelings for inmates, which we kind of knew about. But to a whole nother degree. You have the warden having dreams about this young lady. It's, the warden is keeping a secret. Everybody has something to lose in this book, except Heaven and some of the inmates, because some of them, they're not going anywhere. They're there for a while. It's important to note that this book ended abruptly, and I don't know why. There were a lot of unanswered questions. Was the warden's secret ever revealed? How did things go between her and the correction officer that she eventually, decided to go to dinner with? Did she ever find out that her son was in love with Heaven? Heaven sought revenge on a couple of correction officers. Was it successful? There were so many unanswered questions, and for that reason alone, I have to give the book 4 stars, unfortunately, because I was really digging it, like really digging this book. Again, I don't know what happened, but it could have ended a little differently. So, I would still encourage you guys to go and get the book. It is a good read. If you're looking for an erotica that's going to tickle your fancy, as you say, I would definitely recommend Prison Snatch, as I would any book by Cairo, although I still have quite a few left to embark upon. But I love the way Cairo tells a story. I want to also mention happy release day to Michelle Obama for her book Becoming. And I thought it was apropos to wear my Obama and Michelle, Barack and Michelle Obama hoodie in acknowledgement of our forever First Lady, her book release. And I hope that you guys will check that book out as well. Now, I want to just take a minute, and this has nothing to do with Prison Snatch, but guys, it is so important when you are, as an author, writing a book and putting a book out. You want to put your best product out, and so invest in an editor. I recently had to do a podcast because I read a book that was just absolutely phenomenal. The editing was poorly done, had a lot of issues, and I felt like I needed to help someone by doing a podcast. So please, please, please go and invest in yourself. Get a professional editor and put your best foot forward. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. As I suggested, go and look at Prison Snatch, any book by Cairo, any book. But some books do, they are a part of a series. So make sure you look at that before you start reading. And, it's 1 week before Thanksgiving. A little over a week before Thanksgiving. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's cold. Drinking plenty of hot tea. Got my hoodie, my gloves, and plenty of good books. So I hope you're doing the same. Until next time, happy reading and be blessed.